Here we go. Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban sharing pregame pleasantries. Hey, Coach, how you doing? We good? You good to go? Alabama looking to avenge their upset loss to Texas A&M last year. This game going down to the final play. Jalen Milroe starting at quarterback for Bryce Young, who suffered a shoulder injury last week against Arkansas. Early second quarter, 3rd and 8. Milroe to Cameron Latou, touchdown tied. Alabama up 7-0. Bryce Young loves it. Hey, pick me up, kid. Second quarter tied at 7. Milroe to Jermaine Burton. 35-yard touchdown. The transfer from Georgia recording his 3rd touchdown of the season. 14-7 Alabama. But the Aggies defense comes up big. Next Alabama possession. Milroe back to pass, steps up, sacked and fumbles the football. Recovered by Texas A&M, and the Aggies take over. Second fumble lost on the night for Milroe, and A&M would take advantage. Ensuing possession, 3rd and goal. Haynes King rolls right to Donovan Green. Touchdown Aggies. We're tied at 14. 2 touchdowns by A&M off of Bama fumbles. But the Tide looking to take control in the second half. Early third, up 17-14. 3rd and 6, Milroe to Ja'Cory Brooks. 29-yard touchdown, Alabama up 24-14. Milroe, 3 passing touchdowns, but he also had 3 turnovers. Fourth quarter, it's 24-17 Alabama. Will Reichert already missed 1 field goal. Here from 35 yards out. To give him a 10-point lead. No. Missed it! 2 missed field goals. Usually reliable. A&M would go down and score a field goal of their own, so they're down 24-20. And then after A&M forces Bama to go 3 and out, the Aggies get the ball back, down 4 with a chance to win it. Minute left. King feels the pressure. How did he complete that to Evan Stewart? An insane catch. Keep the chains moving. 33 seconds left, 3rd and 10. King to Moose Muhammad III. And he gets the first down. We're inside the red zone. We're thinking upset for the 2nd year in a row. She's not. 11 seconds left, 3rd and 10. King to the end zone. Intercepted by Jordan Battle. Ball game. But hold on a second. Pass interference on Alabama. A&M gets one more chance to pull off another upset over number 1 Alabama. 3 seconds left. It comes down to this. On the 2, King to Evan Stewart. And now it's over. Alabama survives, winning 24-20. I mean, would you expect anything less between these two teams? I mean, the drama. I mean, Texas A&M came in 3-2. Alabama came in undefeated. I mean, just the drama. At least you got Saban and Jimbo shaking hands. They're respectful. They're classy. Saban improves to 20-2 in rematches following a loss. Now 5-1 in head-to-head meetings against Jimbo Fisher. Alabama earns its 72nd straight home win versus an unranked opponent. 30-0 at home in October under Nick Saban. They got to clean up the turnovers. They had 4 in this game, their most since 2015, but they survived and improved to 6-0. Let's get right to the site, back out to Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, welcoming the man who was on the call for this game, Gary Danielson. Gary, that was a little too close for comfort for my liking there, as I'm looking for Alabama to run an undefeated season as they face Tennessee next week. What an ending. This is why we watch sports.
Totally. That's exactly what I was going to start out with. That's why we watch. That's why we tune in. We love the underdog battling, We love the fact that Alabama was pushed right to the wall, but they answered the last bell they had to do. Fun football, competitive football. A&M had gotten criticized all year. Jimbo had gotten criticized that his offense was backward. Well, he had a lot of answers tonight. Haynes King came in, put on a good, courageous show. I thought I'd have a little bit of everything in this football game. It was really fun to broadcast and a great game to watch.
Indeed it was, and you heard Nick Saban there saying that there was no consistency on offense, and that wasn't a slight on Jalen Milroe. 3 touchdowns, but also 3 turnovers. They've really got to clean that up. What did you see from the young quarterback stepping in and replacing Bryce Young, who was resting his injured shoulder?
Yeah, this is a tough job for any quarterback to come in and change the system that Alabama has. Ever since Tua has taken over for Jalen Hurts and he became the starter, this has been a passing attack for Alabama. Tua, Mac Jones, and now Bryce Young for back-to-back years. So now to come in and have a running quarterback and everybody change and adjust and go back to a different offense, it would be tough on anybody. playing a really good athletic defense for Texas A&M. Would not be easy, but the turnovers helped A&M stay in the football game. And then as the game wore on, as we were talking about, you could see A&M saying, the pressure's on Bama. The pressure's on Bama. Let's stay in the football game. They did. They almost stole the football game.
They avenged their loss from 1 season ago as Alabama survives indeed in this one, 24-20. But as you know, on deck is Tennessee on the road at Knoxville. And
right.
They made quite a statement on this day against LSU, hanging 40 on the board. Hendon Hooker, couple of touchdowns through a 45-yard dime. I mean, this is going to be a challenge for Alabama next week.
I don't know. I can't remember going to, I've been doing this in this league for 17 years in the SEC, and going to Tennessee for a game like this, can't remember the last time, maybe in the 80s or in the 90s, something like this happened with Alabama being number one or Tennessee being number one, the other team being undefeated. It's going to be worth the price of admission, that's for sure. I can't wait to get there. Hendon Hooker, as you had mentioned, Josh Heupel has a system and an offense, and right now he's got a triggerman that can make it work. Alabama knows they're not going to get by and beat Tennessee with scoring 24 points, turning the ball over 3 times. But as that game ended and Jenny Dell talked to Nick Saban, he said, well, we got to make a lot of adjustments, but one of the big adjustments might be we get our quarterback back, and everything could be different with number 9.
Indeed. And you were right. Alabama and Tennessee entering their matchup undefeated for the first time since 1989. How about that? That's going to be something special to see next week. Gary, always appreciate the time. Always appreciate the visit here on CBS Sports HQ. We'll look for you next week.
My pleasure. See you guys.
Gary Danielson wrapping it up for us here on CBS Sports HQ as Alabama survives at home against Texas A&M, and the road only gets tougher. On the road next week, marking the 3rd Saturday in October as Alabama and Tennessee renew their rivalry, this time in Knoxville. Lately, the rivalry's been one-sided with the Tide winning 15 straight meetings, but as we mentioned, Alabama and Tennessee enter their matchup undefeated for the first time since 1989. 3:30 Eastern on CBS, streaming live on Paramount+.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.